Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, today I'm going to be taking a look at this little RC aircraft from Deerc. It is the FX9672. Now this is just going to be an unboxing and a quick overview. I'm not going to be flying it today, so if you want to see that, do stay tuned to the channel. The reason why is it is very cold out. There's a lot of snow, so just trying to track this down. If it crashes in the ground, it's not going to be too easy, and all the snow. So I am going to get this out as soon as the weather cooperates, but that could be a week or two, I don't know. But I wanted to at least let you guys see what this little airplane looks like. So it looks quite cool. You can see here, it's a 4-channel, 2.4 gigahertz, and it has 3D flight. So it has like a full acro type mode for this plane that ought to be pretty cool. So let's go ahead and open the box and take a look at this plane. So there it is. Now there's a little bit of assembly that is required whenever you get this. So you have to put a few pieces together. Let's go ahead and take it out of here. Now it is made out like a styrofoam type material, so it's very lightweight. You have to put the landing gear on in the bottom, and I'll show you here in the bag. They give you some stuff. They give you a tube of glue because you're gonna put some of the fins on here onto the plane itself. You need to glue these in. I'm not real knowledgeable on plane terminology, so forgive me if I say the wrong thing. That's simply because I'm more into drones and RC cars than I am planes, but I certainly can fly this because it has a gyro built in, so it's going to be able to be stabilized in those first 2 modes of the 3, as long as you're not in that full 3D mode, which I don't believe that's going to have any stabilization, according to what it says. You also need to glue this little rubber nose cone on. You can glue that on. Obviously, it needs to be glued into place, and it collapses, so if there's any collision, it won't break anything. So you glue that on and glue on the fins. Now it has a kind of jet look, and if you look down in there, you can see there are the, I guess you call it the propellers, or the fans that work on it, sort of ducted like, that's going to move this plane along as you fly. Now it's got servos here, so it's going to be able to move everything. So it's going to be able to steer. Really neat, and I really like the look of those motors in here. Now it is just brushed powered. These are not brushless motors in here, but this is very lightweight. So that'll move along pretty decent, especially considering that they give you not 1, but 2 2S Lipo Packs. That is really cool, really small 2-cell. These are 7.4 volt. They use red JST connectors, and they have balance plugs, so we balance both cells on both of these. And the charger they give you is inside this pack, so you're going to charge it off of, let me get it up here so you can see, charge it off of the balance plug on these. But you can also use a hobby grade, because I've got red JSTs on my hobby grade charger, so you can charge up a lot quicker than that. But if you don't have one of those, you can certainly use this along with your landing gear is in there as well. And that looks like pretty much everything that's inside that bag. And then let's take a look at the controller. Kind of a Xbox looking PlayStation type controller, but you've got all your controls here. You got some of your fine tuning adjustments if the airplane drifts or wants to turn in different ways. So you got those along here. This is your controls for moving forward and your elevation and steering, all that stuff. And this says your rudder gear. I want to see what these are because I didn't notice that when I was looking at instructions, but we'll go take a look at that. And here is your 3 different modes. A is like your least, or your beginner's mode. It's going to have stabilization, and it's not going to let you steer or do any kind of flips. If you flip to B, that's going to have less stabilization. It's going to allow you to do some small maneuvers. Or I don't know if you can do a loop or nothing. I have to obviously test that out, but you're going to have more freedom with that. And then C would be your advanced mode. That's like an expert mode where the gyro is going to, I believe, be turned off, where you're going to be in full control of the airplane to do flips and loops and all kinds of stuff, but you're going to have to do the stabilization yourself, sort of like an acro drone would function. Let's take a quick look. I think I showed you, here's that tube of glue. They give you a ton of it. Looks like an old tester's model glue size tube when you used to do the models back in the day. But take a look at the instruction manual here. They mention it just says rudder gear for that. So maybe that, I'm trying to see, it doesn't, here's where it mentions the different modes. But that might just be a different speed rate or something. It doesn't really say in here what that is. There's some fine-tune adjustments, and of course you can actually physically adjust the rudder as well. But yeah, it just says rudder gear. I don't know. I didn't see anything about it earlier, and I don't know. So we'll have to test that out whenever we do fly it. And then this is where you'll put the battery. You actually just pull this little compartment up, and there is your receiver board. And here is, you can see the antenna, so we know that's the receiver. And here is a red JST to plug it in. Pretty cool plane. I've had it a while. It's just been winter time, and it's gotten a lot more wintry, so it's not so easy to get something like this out and fly it, because when it does warm up, it tends to get very windy. This is not going to be able to handle a ton of wind, and then when it's really cold, it's just hard to feel your fingers when you're outside flying. So I will get this up in the air as soon as I can, but I wanted to let you guys at least see what this looks like, because I've had it for a while. I've also got an S20 Lite drone. I'll show you guys down here, and I'm also going to try to get this on the channel as soon as I can. But you know, again, this is a brushless drone, but yeah, that's pretty much what I got coming down the pipeline, I guess you could say. So if you're new to the channel and you like stuff like this or tech stuff, please do consider subscribing. While you're at it, click the bell, that way you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And as always, guys, have a great day and stay tuned, because I'll have this up in the air as soon as I can. Bye-bye.
The power of the dark side.